Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to add a QR code scanner to your apps. So you're going to be using this QR code scanner package from the pub.dev site, and you're going to add this line to your pubspec.yaml file. So that's going to go ahead and install the package so that you can use it to show a QR code scanner. And I'm going to show you a bit of how to do some extra configuration that's required for Android and iOS. But if you are happy to do that on your own, just skip, and I'll provide a timestamp in the description for where you can skip to the actual code. So here I am, I'm going to show you how to do the Android integration. Basically, there's a few lines that you're going to need to update in the build Gradle file. So yeah, just copying and pasting from this QR code scanner package documentation. I'll link the package documentation in the description below in case you want to have a look at that. You probably will if you're wanting to use this package for QR code scanning. It seems to be one of the more popular packages out there for this. So yeah, just doing some small updates to different files in the Android, and also we'll add this to our info plist. Basically, they'll allow us to request the permissions for the iOS camera, because you need to provide a usage description. Cool, and now that's done, we're going to actually write some code. So we'll import our QR code scanner package. I'm going to clear out this My Home Page state because this is where I'm going to put my code for the QR code scanner. So when it scans the QR code, you're going to get a result. So I'm just putting that there, and I'm also going to have a QR view controller that I will use to pause the camera and resume the camera. So in order to get the hot reload working, you need to pause the camera for Android. Or resume for iOS. So I'm going to want to override the reassemble function. And I'll check the platform here. So if the platform's Android, so I'm also going to need to import Dart.io, and that's provides the platform. So if the platform's Android, I'll pause the camera. So that's where I'm going to need the controller. And if it's iOS, then I'll resume. And that's just going to help me with the hot reload, which you use when you're building your applications. I'm also going to override another function, and that's the one for building. That will sort of show what we're going to display. So I'll return a scaffold widget, which will basically be my whole app layout. Going to want my widgets laid out in a column, so sort of vertically laid out. I'm going to have two widgets that I want. I want the QR code scanner, and also a text that basically says the data that's been scanned. I'm going to use this expanded just so that I can sort of control how much space each of these children take up. So this one's going to have my QR view, and I'm passing in the key that I defined above, and also on QR view creator, I need to pass it a function that is called when the QR view is created, and I'll go define that below. So when the QR view is created, I want to specify that our controller is the controller from the QR view, and I want to listen for on the scanned data stream, so that when data is scanned, then it will call this function that we're passing through. And what I want to do when that function is called with the scanned data is I want to update the result of what the scan result was, and that will reflect in a text input that I'll create in a minute. With the controller, you're going to want to dispose of that controller when you're done with it. So I'm just going to override the dispose function. You'd do a similar thing if you were working with a text field controller. Basically dispose when dispose is called on the My Homepage state. So I'll call controller.dispose and also super.dispose to dispose of anything else. So now I'm going to add another expanded view, and this one's going to take up a little bit less space. It'll take up about 1/6 of the screen because it's flex 1. And we've got the other expanded component taking up flex 5. So it sort of basically works as a ratio here. So I'm going to have a center component just to center some text that I want to put on screen, and the text is basically going to say that you should scan things if there's nothing already scanned, or if there is something scanned, then it'll show the data that's been scanned. So result is holding our scanned data. So if it's not null, then we'll show the scanned data. And we'll also display what type it is, the barcode that was scanned. This describe enum function's built into the Flutter Foundations package, so you can import that. It automatically imported for me here. So result.format's giving you the barcode type, and I also want to show the data. So to do that, I'll just go result.data. Oh, sorry, .code. And if there's nothing, then I'll just say basically to scan. Cool, so now I can go ahead and run that, and I'll open it on my iPhone. So you can see it's open, but there's nothing really showing on screen, and I think that's because I haven't said that this is an array of widgets in my column. So if I save that, when it reloads, it's requesting access to the camera, which is good, a good sign. So I'm just going to open this QR code generator, and I'm going to allow the permissions and go and scan that code. And you can see it says that the barcode type is a QR code and the data is hi YouTube. So now if I go back over and change what I've entered on here, you can sort of see me typing hi YouTube. So it'll reload, and you can see that data is updated on the app. I hope you've really enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have, please like and subscribe for more content.